there are two things that I like about Toastmasters the most. The one thing is public speaking, obviously, because I really enjoy. The other thing is you can really see how people improve at the club. And every time I have the pleasure of evaluating somebody, I especially focus on that aspect. So when we look at Renata, I've actually seen a video on our YouTube channel about Renata, and it was one of her very first speeches, and you can check it out when you go into the channel, and you will see, when you compare it to today's speech, you will see the vast improvement that she has done throughout these last several months. The focus today was on movements and encouraging the audience to interact with you by these movements. So the first thing she did was this: can you imagine, or what was your childhood dream? So she actually leaned down and focused on the audience, looking everybody into the eyes. I thought that was great. The next step was explaining us what her childhood dream was, and it was being a stewardess. So she showed us how it would be as she walked down the aisles with her card. So it was very, very visual. When you ask questions, there was one thing that was very, very present, which were the eyes. Can you imagine? So she really used her eyes in order to emphasize on those questions. The other thing that Renata did very well was she used a prop. She used a scarf. While she was explaining stuff, she took the prop, she took the scarf like the stewardess usually wear, and then she was explaining her story. The other good thing is, I don't know if you noticed, but her childhood dream was obviously very much connected with the story, and in the end, with a very great message. The transitions from one piece to another, apart from reaching the objectives and moving her body and her hands and her eyes in a way, is very difficult to manage, and I thought Renata did a very, very good job on that. We have seen a big increase in confidence, at least I have seen a big increase in confidence from Renata. We have seen the great transitions, but, there's a big but always at the end. There are things that you can improve. If you start a speech, do not refer to anybody else. Say, I can top you or start giggling. That's not the Renata that all of us want to see. You have this giggling part. When you start to be nervous, you start laughing. And it's part of your personality, because Renata is a very, very positive person. And usually, I think I've never seen her mad in my life. So she's very, very positive. And therefore, when she's nervous or when she forgets something, she starts laughing. Cut it out. Don't do that anymore. The other thing is your eye contact. You focused a lot on this part of the room. You almost forgot these poor people. They wanted to listen to you. Okay? Those are the two things that I've seen today. Thank you very much for your speech. It was great.